Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with a reading for you for the new moon period from the 1st to the 15th of August. And this is a video for Taurus, obviously, Taurus. And I say I'm sorry I couldn't go live. For some reason, the YouTube is not recognizing my video cam. So I'm going to upload it as soon as I finish. I really am sorry. I like the interaction. Anyway, I'm using something that you cannot see. I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Gustav Klimt. The artwork is Gustav Klimt's. And as I mix the cards for you, I'm going to remind you that I opened my channel for membership. There's a subscription, and what does that mean? It's a subscription of $4.99, and it means that there's a space in my YouTube channel in the community section for private members where I share readings, and I open to question and answer practically on a daily basis. So you might want to think about that. Let's take a look at what's in store for Taurus. Let's take a look at what's in store for Taurus. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, 2 came out. All right, we'll look at all of them. Let's see. So we have, I'm going to move this a little bit. Let's go. Okay, perfect. I have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups, the Empress, lovely Empress. Four of Cups, the Empress. The Eight of Swords, this is the third time the Eight of Swords has come out in a row. This is the focus. Taurus, there's something here. Page of Coins. The Page of Coins. Page of Coins. Then we have two cards that came out together. One is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. And one is the Six of Coins. Where's the best way to show you the Six of Coins? Six of Coins. Now look, Taurus, I'm seeing a couple of things that I don't like. The biggest is, the most important, is this Eight of Swords, this inactivity, inability. And it looks like to me that you've had a difficult time last month or the last 2 weeks, It's as if you have had, say, a stomach virus or food poisoning, those nuisances that keep you just feeling very downtrodden, very weak, that kind of thing. And what's difficult here in this read is that there is the desire to go up and shout out to the world and make your mark. You are your normal self, Taurus. You are your normal self. People look at you and they see you're rather slim and thin. It's not that it's a bad thing, but you just see that your muscles are weak, that you have a bad color, you have a little gray face because you just came out of a difficult time. Now, for those of you who are feeling wonderful, I'm seeing that there is a difficult decision to make. There's a difficult decision to make, and that it's causing you to take time out of your daily life. It's how can I say? This is an example. There's a situation whereby you're at work and a colleague comes up to you and says, "Look, Joanne, I really, I could use your 2 cents. I could use your input in something because I have to go here, and here, and I really don't want to go, and I don't know if the person will, be angry if I don't, and all of this. This whole story they roll out to you. And you are very magnanimous with your time, very magnanimous with your time. And this generosity of spirit and helping other persons decide and make decisions puts you in a situation that where you don't have time to make your own decisions. And what happens? You come up against, in the first 2 weeks, a decision you have to make, a decision you have to make. And your partner, if you have a partner, or your best friend, or your sister, or your parents, they're saying to you, come on, you have to, come on, we have to make plans for, we have to make plans for the fall because, blah, and you're just not ready. You want to take life one day at a time. And they're saying, yeah, but if if you get your tickets now, it'll be cheaper, or else you won't find it in a hotel and all. They're pressuring you. And it's, you have this way about you, Taurus. You have your earthly pleasures, and your feet are planted very much in the ground, on the ground, Taurus. And you are high, tall, erect, and moving like one at a time. You are taking your time. The world around you is rushing and wanting and urging you and making you and asking you and gnawing at you. And you are still your magnanimous self. I want to take a card from under the deck and clarify this Eight of Swords. And I have another page. Look at that. I've got another page, a page of swords. And it looks like to me with these two pages that you are being, a lot of people are urging you to participate, to take decisions, to do this, to do that, to that. There is, with this Empress, I do see some of you Taurus that maybe either you are thinking about having a child, or you may be pregnant, or it is the time that things are coming out. This is probably the birthing moment. There's a lot of not indecision, but not wanting to take decisions because you're not in a decision-making mind. You want other persons to take decision. You just do the work. You make your money. You have to pay. Okay, here, I'll give you the money to do that. But just don't bug me, And this is the idea that this is the way the energy is going to be flowing. So you want to take one step at a time, and you don't want any pressure. You don't want people raining on your parade. Let me take the runes here to see what they have to say. And I've got here, wow, 30 sats, look at that. 30 sats comes down like an axe and says, stand your ground. You stand your ground, Taurus, because that's what you have. You have to do what you want to do, and your way is best. I have lagus, bright stave, smooth sailing. Smooth sailing, no problem at all. I do have Tyr, Merkstave, and there may be a bit of, you're going to miss out on something that's supposed to be coming your way, a bit of information, a bit of news coming your way with this attitude of, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it. You may miss out on something. So, keep your ears open and your antenna up, because there might be something that's of help and needed that you need. And need is the rune that's telling you that. I have Wunyo, and Wunyo is here telling you, okay, there are decisions to be made. I'll listen. I don't have to move. I don't have to move an inch or budge an inch, but I will listen. And there is joy in giving others your time. You are magnanimous, like I said, the Six of Coins. You are magnanimous with your time. But remember, that will take time away from you as well. This is Gifu, give and take. You have this attitude of being available for those people around you. You're there for them. But you, like I said, and I repeat it, don't want to make the decisions. And there's Aljit's here. You are protected. The period is going to move quickly. It will go out of the way. The people will stop bugging you. Just do whatever you want, Taurus. I'm going to pull this part of the reading up, and now use the Vera Sibilla for the second half that will give us some insight into interpersonal relations. Let's take a look, Taurus. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. New moon was on August 1st. Oh, it's now the 5th, 4th, 5th, well, 5th, 6th, depending on where you are. Here you are. Let's see. Okay. I turned two decks upside down and pick one. I picked one. And what I'm seeing is that you would like, there are some of you who are on vacation. You are definitely on vacation. And others are thinking of going on vacation, but you want other people to make the plans. Here I've got, well, look, the deck that I chose, I spread in rows of 5 cards, and what's interesting is how they conjure up a conversation, and I see a third party here in your mind. There's a person who has you may have had something to do with recently, and you are the only decision you're going to have to make this period, Taurus, if that situation resonates with you, is whether you want to go forward or whether you want to cut it off. And it's yours. The decision is yours. You do whatever you want, and the decision is yours. Look, I do have this moment of intimacy with this person. It's not really going and having sex. It's not that intimacy. It's the intimacy of memories. It's the intimacy of thoughts. It's the shared time that we had together. It is there are those moments that only you and I said certain things to each other. Only you and I remember them, you know. So there is intimacy in your mind. And this also lies at the foundation of that idea, that notion that you don't want to be bothered by other people because you have your thoughts to think about. You want to be alone with your thoughts. And what I'm looking at is the happiness that you feel. I did mention there was a third party. They will come around. They will talk to you. They will, you know, remind you, etc., etc. But there is the happiness that you feel in relation to how faithful you are in your current partnership, how giving and loving, and what you take away from it. This give and take, this gifu, remember the rune, is such a reward for you because you're a person who has an enormous charm, an enormous appeal, an attraction that is very strong. You have that earthy way about you, and it exudes sensuality. But you are very serious in the way you conduct your interactions. And I'm talking about this period. This may correspond to your character and your nature, but much more so in this period. I do have a situation, this Constance, there is the card of Constance in as a focus. And I see that you have an even-keeled, harmonious atmosphere that you create for yourself, that you want to keep for yourself. And even though there is the ladro here, the thief who speaks to negative change, but the ladro is mirroring with the card of intimacy, because you force yourself not to make decisions. That is out of the question. You don't want to make any decision. But you force yourself to make cajoling others, especially the person who stands by your side, who lives with you, who is your companion or who's closest to you. You have your way with them, and you make them understand, even making light of the way they act, and you make them, you cheer them up, but you're all in all, you're very, very pleased and with how things are going, and you want to maintain them. You want to have the control over your time, and you don't want people to stress you out. No stress. There's no stress. You want no stress. I do hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Taurus friends. And like and share my videos if you enjoy them. And press that subscribe button and the notification, the bell, so you'll be notified when I put up my videos and when I go live. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Until we read together again.